I'm here with Wayne at Little Baja, and today we're going to be talking, Wayne, about transplanting big trees and shrubs that we put into containers, and a couple of things for you all to remember. The principles of doing this are really the same for any type of pottery, but with terracotta, the roots tend to almost grow into the pot because it's so porous and breathes. So there's some tricks specifically with terracotta that we're going to cover.
Yeah, I over the years, people have probably heard me talk about the fact that the pottery breathes and the plants like to grow into them. That leaves a double-edged sword, because if you leave the trees in for too long, that's exactly what they do. They grow right into the pot.
Well, and you know, a lot of it, Wayne, is paying attention to the things that you have in containers.
Yeah.
What was it that you guys saw that made you go, that might be a problem? What happened?
Well, first couple things is that we were trying to water it, and we're noticing that it's not draining real well. So it indicates either that the planter at the bottom was plugged up, the hole's plugged up, or the roots are so dense that it's just actually not draining. Also, second, I was looking at it, my poor tree here, all of a sudden just started getting brown. I'm going, uh-oh, this time, and I wouldn't normally want to transplant this time of year, but it's sort of like emergency surgery because it's not getting any water and it's starting to dry out, and I'm going to lose my little cedar here if I don't.
Yeah, and you knew it wasn't fall color coming on,
no,
so there was something wrong. So, now, you actually have a handsaw stuck into
left
this.
of it, yeah. I've been working on this now for about over an hour, and trying to saw and get the roots away from the edge of the planter, and it's still not wanting to come out. So hopefully that you and I are going to be able to pull on this thing here in a little bit and try to get this thing out. And you see what happens. It just literally does. And so I guess the good rule of thumb is every couple of years, if you want to keep the tree in the same planter, you should pull it out. So you don't have this kind of problem. Pull it out and trim the roots back a little bit, and then transplant it in some fresh soil and stuff. And also, we can talk later about trying to keep them trimmed down so that they don't get such dense roots.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've done some sawing. Are we ready to tip it over?
We can give it a try anyway. I don't know. We're just going to tip right over. We got some burlap down here, or cardboard or something, to protect the pot. And if you hold on to the pot,
I will hold on to the pot.
I will try to get it. Hey, she's coming.
Yep.
I can't believe it.
Well, as you can see, even with really careful work, we did actually break the pot while taking this out. Now, Wayne, and this was a favorite pot of yours, too.
This was, yeah. We've had this planter for, this tree's been in this pot for over 10 years.
Wow.
And you see
And I have to point out to people, you can actually see where the roots did completely clog the drainage hole.
Yeah.
So it really is, if you do this every couple of years, you're going to save yourself the loss of a great pot that you love, and you're going to save the health of the tree, and a little bit of effort on your back as well, because you have to have drainage in containers, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You got to have good drainage, and, you know, like I say, and it doesn't hurt the tree to trim it off and put fresh soil in it, and whoever transplanted it didn't put any drainage material on the bottom.
Yeah.
But
and you can actually just cut, even a couple of inches off of that to get rid of all that root.
Yeah, we could. It just doesn't make any difference. You can just go ahead and cut that off. But when I go to transplant, I'll do that, and even though it's the wrong time of year, it shouldn't hurt it.
As long as you keep it wet. Now, again, there's all kinds of things like this out there that are available at places to keep the drainage good and flowing out of pots, so this doesn't happen, and transplanting when you need to. And also remember, the shape of the pot is very important. If you get a fluted pot, it's going to be a lot harder to get those plants out if you don't keep up with it every couple of years. Well, if you have other questions, come on out and talk to Wayne and his staff here at Little Baja, or go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to their website. Thank you so much, Wayne.
All right, thanks a lot.